Hey guys, Mr. Catlin here. Welcome to our first digital virtual lesson that we're doing this week. Welcome out there, everyone, in cyberspace, and we're gonna jump right into this. I'm gonna try to make these videos fairly short. First thing I wanted to do is talk about where you're gonna be able to find all this stuff. But if you found this video, and you didn't go to my channel, then you probably figured out we're going to Unit 3 folder on Schoology. And inside of that folder, you're going to see another folder that says virtual lessons, practice problems, and guided notes. That's something for our regular in-person classes, so you won't need anything for that. This quiz down here was for last Friday when we had some people that were already quarantined before we went on this virtual break. So everything we're going to do this week is going to be in this virtual lesson folder, and every day I'm going to add a new folder inside of here for the day that includes the date and the lesson that we're covering. Today we're doing lesson 3.10, part A, for Monday the 16th. And if you click on that, you're gonna find three things inside every folder. You're gonna find a video link for what you're watching now, for tomorrow, and so on. You're gonna find a little handout PDF if you want to. Actually, I'm probably gonna turn this into. I'll change this to where it's a doc. You can open it up as a doc. You can type on it, do whatever you want, but it'll be just a handout that you would normally get in paper in class, but you can type on it and write notes if you want. And then the last thing you have to accomplish every day is a little cool down that will consist of some multiple choice, fill in the blank type stuff for a grade, and those will accumulate throughout the week and replace your homework grades. And you'll still have a quiz on Friday. So that's how that's going to work. So let's jump right into the actual handout. So the first, I've broken down lesson 3.10 into two parts. We'll do one part today, one part tomorrow, and we're just going to talk about this first part here, which is comparing circumference versus area, being able to read a problem and know, does it want me to find the circumference of the circle to find the solution, or should I be finding the area of the circle to find the solution? So for each one of these problems here, this was a card sort that we would normally do in class, and you and a partner would put them into two categories: finding circumference or finding area, most useful to finding the solution. So I'm going to read them all, show off some keywords to help you know, and then we'll do a problem at the end, and that'll be it for today's video. All right, so here we go. Question number 1 says, how much fabric is needed for a round tablecloth? So anytime they're asking you for like a fabric or something like that to cover something, that's a dead giveaway that it's going to be an area type problem. All right. Another way that I think about that is like upholstering or covering a surface. If fabric is involved, unless it's like going around the shape, then it's going to be an area problem. Question number 2, how fast do you go when riding on a Ferris wheel? Well, when you're on a Ferris wheel, you go around the circle. So always think, when I'm going around it, they're asking for circumference. And most of the time, if they're asking for speed, it's going to be a circumference problem. All right, that's kind of a dead giveaway. It's a good hint that it's a circumference issue. All right, going on to question number 3. How much green space is there inside a traffic roundabout? So keyword there being space. Anytime they're asking for space inside of a shape, whether it's a circle or whatever, it's going to be an area problem. How many square inches of cheese fit on a slice of pizza? Anytime you see the word square followed by a unit like this, square inches, square centimeters, square miles, how much square, blah, 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 that's a dead giveaway. It's an area problem because of that keyword there. Question number 5, how many times must a horse go around a horse walker to walk 1 mile? Keyword there being around, which is a dead giveaway. Here's your keyword. Dead giveaway, this is a circumference problem. All right, anytime you're going around the circle, that is the distance around it. Question 6, how many feet are traveled? Okay, if it's a distance that's going, then distance is always going to be a circumference, because area is not a difference, it's a space inside. So anytime you see distance, speed, walking, those are types of things that are dead giveaways that it is. And the word around, once again, for circumference. How much room is there to spread? room, space, spreading frosting on a cookie, you're covering a space. So that's an area. And how far does a unicycle move when the wheel makes 5 full rotations? Anytime you see the word rotations, how far, those are distance words, which are dead giveaways that it is circumference. So your lesson today has you pick area or circumference. The cool down will test that. I think there's 4 little questions. And then at the end, I took one of the questions and I kind of asked you to do it. So this one right here, we're going to do the same thing and then we'll be done. Okay. So how many square inches of cheese is going to fit on a standard cut 14-inch large pizza? Okay. So let me draw our pizza here. We know that it's a 14-inch. It's a large. And it wants to know how many square inches. So right there's your key that we're finding area. So whenever you call Dr. Rico right away. Whenever you do that, you know that you can leave off the circumference. This is not an issue about circumference. It's all about area. So setting up our table here, we know the diameter is 14. We know the radius is 7. We know the radius squared is 49. And that the area is 49 times pi, because that's the relationship that we have in this table. We've done that. I'm not going to go over that again in this video. 49 pi is our area, and these are inches squared. So 49 pi inches squared is the area of the full pizza. But read the question carefully. How many square inches of cheese will fit on a standard cut 14-inch large pizza? And I forgot to add in here, this was supposed to say slice. I meant to say a slice of pizza on a 14-inch large pizza. My bad. So if they cut this, let's just say that they did cut this into slices, like a standard cut slice would be cut into 8 equal parts. Roughly equal. Not always is the guy at Little Caesars or wherever going to cut it into perfectly 8-sized pieces, but they do the best they can. So we're assuming that they have done a good job of cutting this equally into 8 parts. So what we have to do is we have to divide this amount by 8. All right, because that would be 1 slice. So this is an area problem that asks you to find the area and then to divide it up into a certain amount of things. And you're going to see that on your cool down too. So be on the lookout for that. All right. So we found the area of the whole pizza. Area of the whole pizza. But what we want to do is we want to split that up into 1/8 of it, because we only want to cover 1/8 of the pizza slice. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go to our handy dandy Desmos Calculator over here, and we're going to type all this in. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to find the area by doing 49 times pi, 3.14. And once I get that product, then I can divide it into 8 parts. So times 3.14, there's that solution. I'm going to take that answer and divide it by 8. And so my estimation is it really close to 19 square inches. So about 19 square inches on a general slice of pizza. So let's go back to our notes here. And so whenever we do 49 pi divided by 8, we get about 19 inches squared. And that's our answer for that problem. All right. So we found the area. We divided it by 8 because that's how many equal pieces are inside of that circle. And that is our guesstimation for how many square inches of cheese will fit on that slice of a large pizza. And that is our video for today. I hope that wasn't too long or too boring. I know you guys have a lot to do today. Good luck. If you have questions, email me, get in contact with me somehow. I'll be Zooming at 1 o'clock with my first and fourth periods. So I'll see you guys then.